Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is Senior Yoga in the Upstate. Whether you're a senior, 55 and older, or someone who's looking for some gentle yoga stretching, I hope you'll find a home at my channel. Today we're going to do some de-stressing for the shoulders and the neck, just a little bit of work for the toes, because it's always good to work with the toes every day. So we're going to start out with some breathing. And we're going to come into a comfortable spot where we're going to sit for a couple minutes. And your comfortable spot may be cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus. Feel free to go for it. Maybe sitting with one leg out long or even both legs out long. So whatever's comfortable for you. So we're going to come to a comfortable spot, lifting nice and tall from the hips. We're seated firmly in both sitting bones. Lengthening through the torso and relaxing the shoulders. And we're going to let the hands rest at the legs. We're in the lap here to start, whatever's comfortable. And a couple deep breaths right here. In and out through the nose. Just a couple breaths to help center you. And from here, let's go ahead and bring one hand up onto the chest, up close to the heart. Bring the other hand down onto the belly, just below the ribs. And on the inhale, we want to let the belly relax. So you notice the belly ballooning out into the hand. Noticing the rise of the chest, the ribs, the shoulders. Noticing the movement there with the breath. And on the exhale, letting the shoulders and chest come down. Letting the belly relax. And then using those stomach muscles, we're pulling the navel back toward the spine. Emptying the lungs out. That's not working. Hi. No. Hi, I'm Nicole, and this is Senior Yoga in the Upstate. Whether you're 55 or older, or someone who's looking for some gentle yoga stretching, I hope you'll find a home at my channel. Today we're going to do some de-stressing for the upper body, for the shoulders and the neck. And we're going to start out with some breathing. So I want to come to a comfortable spot. And whether that's cross-legged, lotus, half lotus, or perhaps even leaving one leg out long or both legs out long, whatever's comfortable for you. Feel free to readjust the body as we go through the breathing. It will be a couple minutes seated here just working with the breathing. So always feel free to readjust where you need to stay comfortable. We're sitting firmly in both sitting bones. Lifting up from the hips, lengthening the torso, but relaxing those shoulders. Think about the neck, nice and long neck like a giraffe, lifting up tall through the top of the head. We're going to bring one hand up onto the chest, close to the heart, bringing the other hand onto the belly, just below the ribs. And the inhale and exhale are both through the nose. On the inhale, letting the belly balloon out into the hand. Noticing the movement of the ribs, the shoulders, letting them rise up. And then fall back down with the exhale. And we're going to pull the belly back away from the hand. So you're engaging those stomach muscles and pulling the navel back toward the spine. Noticing the wave-like movement of the breath in the body. And from here, let's let the hands come down to the legs. Thumb and index fingers to form a circle, letting the eyes be gently closed. focusing inward on the breath and the body. And just going at your own pace. So I'm going to have the verbal cue of inhale and exhale. But don't feel like you have to be right with me. Just following your breath. Keeping the eyes gently closed. Release the legs out long on your mat, bringing them about hip width apart. Sitting firmly in both sitting bones, lifting tall from the hips. We'll bring the hands onto the mat, close to the hips. Staff pose here. We're lifting tall through the collarbone. On an inhale, point the toes forward, working through the front of the legs. Reaching out through the toes. On the exhale, press the heels. We're pulling the feet back, pulling the toes back towards you. Inhale, point the toes forward. Exhale, press the heels. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, press the heels. Inhale, toes. Exhale, heel. And relax the legs and the feet. Relaxing the shoulders. And let's gently open up the eyes. And we're going to come right back to a comfortable spot. So checking in, seeing what feels comfortable for you this time. And we're going to start out with some neck movements here. So we're going to keep the spine nice and tall. We'll just be moving the head and the neck. And we're going to let the hands rest. You can let them rest at the legs, palms up or down, or resting in the lap. So whatever's comfortable for you here. Nice and tall through the torso. We're always lifting up through the top of the head. Nice deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin down toward the chest, not forcing, not pulling, coming just to your edge. Feeling a little stretch here along the back of the neck. Relaxing those shoulders. Think about those shoulders loosening up a little bit. Keep the breath deep. On an inhale, let's lift up to center, bringing the head up. Exhale, let the head come back. So we're going to bring the chin toward the ceiling. Lengthening through the front of the neck, into the jaw, out through the chin, shoulders relaxed. And head up to center. Nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, turning the head to one side. Whichever side you'd like to start with, doesn't matter. Just going to bring the chin over toward a shoulder. Lifting tall through the collarbone, shoulders relaxed. And inhale, coming to center. Exhale, turning the head to the other side. Chin coming toward the shoulder. Lifting tall through the collarbone, shoulders relaxed here. And inhale, coming to center. Exhale, tilting the head. So I want to bring bring the ear over toward one shoulder. So we're getting a little stretch here from the shoulder up to the ear, a little side of the neck stretch. I want to let that bottom shoulder relax, let the elbow be loose. And on an inhale, lifting up. Exhale, tilting the head to the other side. Relax that shoulder. Let that elbow be loose. So we're getting a side stretch here from shoulder to ear. And on an inhale, lifting up. Exhale, let the head come forward slowly. So we're not just letting the head drop down. We're controlling that lower, that roll. Perhaps noticing that the chin has come a little bit closer toward the chest this time. Maybe not, it's all good. Maybe your shoulders are super tight today. On an inhale, lifting up to center. Exhale, let the head come back and bring the chin toward the ceiling. Relaxing the shoulders. And let's lift up to center. And from here, we're going to do some shoulder circles. So we're going to start out by pulling the shoulders up toward the ears, and then round the shoulders back and down. Great to big circles or small circles. So checking in with your shoulders, seeing what feels best for you today as you pull the shoulder blades back toward center. So we're opening through the chest a little bit. Keeping the breath deep here. And then on your next lift, let's bring those shoulders up and come forward and down. So we're pulling the shoulder blades away from center. Maybe you're feeling a little stretch there through the middle of the back. Rounding the upper back a little bit, rounding the neck just a little bit. Slow circles, or maybe going a little bit faster. It's okay, whatever feels good for you. And then, when you're ready, let's do some shrugs. So we're going to shrug one shoulder at a time up toward the ear. Straight up toward the ear. Then maybe adding a little movement from the elbows with the opposite elbow swinging out. And then maybe adding a little bit more movement from the hips, from the waist, maybe even moving the head side to side. This is an awesome stretch to do in the mornings when you first get up, working the kinks out of the back and getting the blood flowing. So great, big, exaggerated movements, or maybe small movements, maybe just focusing in on one area, whatever feels good for you. And then let's come to center, relaxing those shoulders. And then from here, let's work with a rotating spine twist. Spine twists are one of my favorites to do. Feels so good on the back. Whenever you do a spine twist though, you want to make sure you're not over torquing the body. If you have any issues in your low back, you want to start your twist more toward the middle of the back. If your back is feeling super, Then you want to start at the lowest spot you comfortably can. And we're not just throwing the body into the twist. You want to think about each section of the back twisting to the side. So, comfortable spot. Again, feel free to leave one or both legs out long. We're lifting tall. Now we're going to bring the arms forward and up overhead, reaching up toward the ceiling, lengthening the torso. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your left side. And we're going to rotate from the hips to the waist. Unless you've got some lower back things happening today, then start at the middle of the back. We're rotating over, turning the shoulders to the side as much as you can. And we're reaching the right arm over. Bring the hand down onto your left leg. Bring your left arm around behind you. Straight out from the shoulder if you can. And then bring that hand to the floor, directly behind the tailbone, close to the spine and pressing into the mat. We're pulling the lower back forward a little bit here as you lift up tall, turning the head toward your left shoulder. So only going as far as that's comfortable for you. And on an inhale, coming forward, untwisting, lifting up. Exhale, turn to your right side. Rotating from the hips, from the waist, reach your left arm over, bringing it down. The hand is resting on the right leg. Reaching your right arm around behind you. Bring the hand down onto the floor, close to the spine. Press into the mat, helping you lift up nice and tall. Turning the head toward the right shoulder, not forcing it. Inhale, coming forward, untwisting, lifting up. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward, lifting up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, coming forward, lifting up tall. Reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, let the arms, the hands float to the sides. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's close the eyes here just for a breath. Noticing the sensations in the body. And then gently opening the eyes. And let's work with a side-to-side stretch. Getting a little side body lengthening. So we're sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to bring the arms up, shoulder level, palms facing down, shoulders relaxed here. Try not to let them tighten toward the ears. Want to drop those shoulders as much as you can. Starting with a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, lean to your left side. And we're going to bring that left hand onto the floor, bending the elbow so you can lean straight over to the side. And you're feeling a nice stretch here from the right hip to the right shoulder as you reach the right arm up toward the ceiling, or perhaps you're reaching toward the sky if you're outside enjoying a lovely day. Or maybe reaching that arm straight over the ear. So whichever angle feels better on your shoulder. On an inhale, lifting up to center. Exhale, lean to the right side. Bringing your right hand down onto the floor, bending the elbow, and reaching the left arm up toward the ceiling. So I want to try not to let the torso roll forward. We just want to come straight to the side, reaching the left arm up or over the ear. Inhale, lifting up to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale up. Exhale, right. Inhale up, nice and tall. Exhale to the left. Maybe you're bending the elbow just a little bit more this time for a longer side stretch. Inhale, coming up. Exhale to the right. Maybe bending that elbow a little bit more. Really reaching out through those left fingers. And let's lift up to center. Relaxing the arms. Let's let them float down. Relaxing the shoulders. And one more time. Eyes gently closed. And breathe. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, gently opening the eyes. We're going to do one more shoulder roll here before we wrap it up. So, again, I know you're expecting what I'm going to say, lifting up nice and tall. And we're going to bring the hands up this time so that the fingers are resting on top of the shoulders and the elbows are out to the sides and about in line with the shoulders to start. So the fingers just resting lightly here. And we're going to make some circles with the elbows. So great big wide circles or focusing in lower, smaller circles. Whatever feels best for you here. We're drawing circles with the elbows, but we're working those shoulders, working out any remaining tension. And then whichever direction you're going, let's reverse. So I want to work both ways. So you're getting a nice well-rounded stretch here. And then reverse again. And one more time, reverse. And then release the hands down. Oh, maybe shrugging the shoulders out a little bit, just loosening them up just a little bit more. And then let's close the eyes. Focusing inward on the breath. Letting the body slow down just a little bit more. Noticing each inhalation and each exhalation. Imagining with each exhale that a little more tension is dropping away from the shoulders, from the neck. And the body is feeling a little bit lighter and energized. Letting the breath lengthen here a little bit, deepening the breath a little more. Picturing in your mind perhaps a wave on the ocean, rolling in and rolling out. And we'll close today with the hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you feel a little bit less stressed. I hope your shoulders are a little bit less tight. And I hope you'll join me again for another session of Senior Yoga in the Upstate. Thank you.